Chapter 147. You can also not be my boss. Su Yuji stammered. I have a lot of work today. I'm especially busy and tired. I'm especially tired after work. I smelled the fragrance of delicious food when I passed by. And then, after talking for a long time, it was all nonsense. Su Yuji was extremely frustrated and hungry. He wouldn't ask a beautiful woman out for a meal. Why did he barge into his brother's villa? Su Jingting had already guessed that his younger brother must have barged in and happened to meet Jie Yishin. However, he didn't know that the two of them had a serious misunderstanding because of the question of who was Mr. Sus girlfriend or boyfriend. Su Yuji couldn't continue. He desperately winked at Su Jingting. F***ck. Brother, if you don't help me, 111 really say it. Your wife will be the one running away. Jie Yishin had sharp eyes. What happened to your eyes? No. Su Yuji whimpered. His brother didn't say a word when Sister Shen spoke. He thought about it and decided to save himself. Sister Shen has the boss after all. Give Xiao Xiao some face. Jie Yishin put one arm around Su Jingting's neck and aimed the big spoon at Su Yuji with the other hand. She smiled and said, You don't have to be my boss. Su Yuji was speechless. Don't abandon me as your boss. Su Jingting saw Su Yuji's expression and knew that he was afraid of saying the wrong thing. Her younger brother was unreliable. He could only coax the little girl in his arms. What happened if it's his fault? Well, fire him and change the boss. Su Yuji was speechless. He was probably deaf. Jie Yishin got down from Su Jingting's arms and calmly went to the kitchen to put down the big spoon. Within half a minute of Jie Yishin turning her head, Su Yuji winked at Su Jingting and mouthed. When Jie Yishin returned, she looked straight at Su Jingting and said in pain, if the two of you are really a couple, Su Jingting's face darkened. What did he mean by that? Su Yuji was already hiding behind the sofa. Jie Yishin was the only one who wasn't afraid of his brother's attitude. His brother's face darkened. Not to mention him. The entire company was trembling in fear. They were afraid that if they made a mistake, they would be criticized as worthless. His brother was about to flare. He could imagine that Jie Yishin would definitely say, then he'll fulfill your wish. After that, he would just wait to be beaten up by his brother. Woo! Su Jingting approached Jie Yishin, so close that they could almost hear each other's breathing. Su Jingting looked at Jie Yishin, who was a head shorter than him. What will you do? Through Su Jingting's deep eyes, Jie Yishin saw her own shadow. She took a deep breath and said, One will. She pointed at Su Yuji. Beat him up. Su Yuji. He was shot while lying down. Su Jingting took another step forward. The two of them were almost leaning against each other. Why did you hit him? Jie Yishin threw a tantrum. I don't care. I don't care. You're my prince. Charming. How can you have a boyfriend? Su Yuji was speechless. New Dogford. Su Jingting's expression quickly turned from dark to bright. He lowered his head and kissed Jie Yishin on the lips. I won't. You're my only precious girlfriend, baby. Girlfriend. After being together for so long, this was the first time that Filmer Empress Su had called her his precious girlfriend. Jie Yishin went upstairs with a red face. Su Jingting stood where he was and looked at the direction Jie Yishin disappeared in. Su Yuji was speechless. He knew that everything would turn into dog food in the end.